Hey everybody, this is Brian again. And we talk a lot about health and wellness, right? We talk a lot about nutrition. We talk a lot about getting in shape and staying in shape. If you're on the internet right now looking for how to get in shape, chances are you've probably let yourself go a little bit, right? Maybe you've never been the kind of person to exercise. Maybe it's never been in your, philosophy to do that sort of thing. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I want to talk to you right now about how to get into shape. But before we get into the details of what you need to do, let's start with the bare necessity. This is something that you absolutely must do, and there's no way around it. Number one, you have to be committed. You can't be interested in getting in shape, because I'm letting you know it's going to suck, okay? It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. Changing your philosophy on food, changing the way that you eat, not as a diet, but as a lifestyle change now, is not fun. Getting into weight training and working out, doing cardio and those kinds of things. If you've never done it before, it's not fun. It will become fun. You'll learn to love it. You'll become addicted to it, but it's going to take time. And if you're not committed from the very beginning, you're going to find yourself frustrated and you're going to quit. And I don't want you to quit, because I know you've got it in you to get in shape and to change your body and to change your life. I changed my whole life around in 1 year. Body, mind, spirit, and financial, all in 1 year, by getting committed. You have to be non-negotiable, burn the ships, no backing down. This is it. That's it. No retreat. You've got to be committed to it. Okay? And then if you really want to get in shape, here's what you're going to have to do. Number one, you're going to have to get off the wallet and hire a personal trainer if you've never worked out before. Okay? Go out, and it's going to cost you a couple of $100s at the most, and you don't need to have a personal trainer for every workout for the next 6 months. 2 or 3 sessions at the most, and you'll have it down. Okay? Get yourself a personal trainer to show you how to properly do cardiovascular exercise. What's the difference between cardio exercise and anaerobic exercise and non-anaerobic exercise or aerobic exercise, right? What's the difference? What kind of weight training should you do? How do you begin? What do the exercises look like? What are you striving for? All these kinds of things. A personal trainer will help you to map out your goals in that way, and it's so critically important. Now, this isn't a pitch to hire me as a personal trainer. I'm not one, okay? I'm just letting you know that if you don't have any experience with training, whether it's anaerobic, aerobic, or weight training or otherwise, you need to get a personal trainer to help you, or at least find a friend who knows a lot about it and get them to work out with you a couple of times and get you trained up and teach you what to do, okay? If you have a framework, if you have a foundation, you kind of know what to do, then here's what you want to do. You want to have at least 4 days a week of cardiovascular exercise, at least 30 minutes at a pop. You want to have at least 4 days a week of resistance training or weight training, whether that be traditional good old-fashioned pumping iron, whether it be the Nautilus machine type stuff, whether it's CrossFit, Insanity, P90X, pick your program, I don't care. But you want to have some kind of weight training regimen or strength training, resistance training regimen in there. And guys, I'm telling you, dudes, great for the ladies too, don't get me wrong, but for the guys, it's like a fountain of youth, the weight training piece. When you start putting muscle back on that body, you start feeling better, you start looking better, you start performing better in all areas of your life. It's a bonus for everybody, believe me. Get into the weight training. Trust me when I say that. And lastly, you're going to have to change your relationship that you have with food. You've got to start using food as a fuel as opposed to something to satiate you when you're hungry, bored, tired, frustrated, as a habit, whatever the case might be, right? Food is not entertainment, it's fuel. And you've got to start treating it that way. Diet now should be a lifestyle. It should be a philosophy, not a program. See, if you diet today, when you're done with the diet, you go back to what you were doing before, and so will your body. And that's not what we want. We want lasting, permanent change. So here's the good news. You can get in shape, and you can do it in a really short period of time. If you do those 3 things, start out by getting committed, right? And then you're going to need to get cardiovascular in there, you're going to need to get weight training, resistance training in there, and you're going to need to change your relationship or your philosophy as it comes to food. If you do those things, I promise you, you can get in shape. Like I said, I turned my physical life around, lost 30 plus pounds, put on 10 pounds of muscle. I feel better. I look better now than I did when I was 25. And also turn my whole financial life around in the same year. I put a blueprint below the video. If you're interested in that part, you can go get some information about how I did that in 2013. It'll take you to workingwithbrian.com. You can learn all about how I turned my financial life around in the same year that I turned my physical life around. But you can do this. It's just got to start with commitment.